Hello, everybody. Welcome to Broadcast.gg Scrim Nights. My name is Benvigllow, and I'm joined today by Elite
Good evening.
and Panda,
Howdy, y'all.
and we should have a pretty good match for you tonight. Right now, we have Ungentleman Red versus Relapse Steel. Elite, what can you say about this first team?
Well, Ungentleman Red, they're going to be captained by Scooty. He's a big fan of playing Diva, and some players in this team have been playing for up to a year, so there should be some good synergy there. They like to run a real dive competition or composition, so we should be seeing some of that come out from them. And their favorite map to play on is Gibraltar, and their least favorite game mode is, surprisingly, 2CP. So I'm excited to see them play, and we'll see if Scooty does well in Diva. He played great on Diva the last time I watched him, and we'll see if he does it again tonight.
Yeah, and Panda, what about Relapse Steel?
We don't have too much information, unfortunately, about Relapse Steel, but we do know that they've been together for about a month or so. They do favor the triple tank composition, probably favorable along with that new Moira strategy that's been coming out over the course of the Overwatch League. Their favorite map choice, however, it would be the hybrid selection, both being Assault and Escort all at the same time. But their least favorite somehow being Assault. That's pretty suspicious to me, considering that their favorite map game mode is the hybrid to take in that Assault favorability. This map, both these maps, very favoring dive. Both these teams should be setting out to dive each other to Kingdom Come. Well, I'm very interested to see how these two teams play each other out.
Yeah, so we are going to see the open division rule set played out right here. First, we're going to be going to Lijiang Tower as our control map. It's going to be followed up by Escort, Assault, Hybrid, then another control map if we go to 5 maps. So, do we know enough about these teams to sort of predict who will win this?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, both these teams are at 3.9k, and as they're both preparing for the Overwatch Open Division, they're going to be filling each other out. Maybe trying different compositions, maybe bringing in full compositions that they're already comfortable on. I mean, not having too much information on these teams on what they're about to be playing out, it's hard to say. How about you, Elite? You've seen Ungentleman Red before. Is anything eerie about this team? Any if fan favorable favorites that we might end up seeing as we're getting across the Gardens aspect of Lijiang Tower here?
I have watched them play, and I can say that they are a very scary team, especially in these control points. They like to play very aggressive. I usually see them jump in first, and they're one of the first teams to try to get in and secure the point. So I'm excited to see what kind of composition they're going to come out with and see if they continue the aggression that I'm used to seeing them play, or if they're going to go with something more passive. But I would imagine, having watched them play before, they're going to come in with a lot of aggression.
As these two teams are preparing, what we're going to end up seeing... I'm pretty standard stuff coming out here. One team favoring the Pharmacy, the other team with Rhino, that's going to be Ungentleman Red, going to be favoring the Tracer. So a little bit more of a dive-heavy composition versus a specialist composition, I suppose, is a give and take here. But both teams do take the standard pick, both with Winston and Diva, and a Genji to give a lot more backline pressure. But the AoE healing might come in effect. We're going to try to keep our eyes on Spectre Turtle, see if he can get a lot more AoE healing done.
UG Red are fans of the dive composition. As this one gets underway and you're looking at the hero compositions, which team do you think, based off of heroes, you would give an advantage to here in the control?
In a control aspect, I would almost favor the team with the Lucio. I mean, if you can keep him alive along with the Pharmacy, that's a lot of AoE damage and a lot of AoE healing. As we see the dive come in, Exile and Octo going to be able to find a couple healers in their own respective rights. It's a brawl as soon as we start out here on Gardens, at least.
Absolutely. A few players going to go down for UG Red already. And Relapse Steel is definitely going to have the numbers advantage here as the point opens up, and they're going to jump in. Rhino's in here, and he's going to get taken out by a direct hit there. And as this one gets underway, Relapse Steel will be able to take the point.
And as you saw on the kill feed as well, with the half dive, it almost seemed with Nissi getting the AoE damage with the Pharmacy up above the entire map here, getting a lot of free damage off for both Winston and Diva just to hop back in and get a bunch of damage off themselves to get a couple kills.
And Nissi already almost with the rocket barrage up, doing a lot of damage. The only player on fire right now. He's off to a great start as he flies up above, Put some shots out all over. A lot of members going down for UG Red, and just an absolute slaughter right now for Relapse Steel as they get this one started. Rhino's going to blink around and do what Tracer does, but he's going to get taken out by another direct rocket, but the ultimate's going to come out there from Fat Chop, and he will get taken out immediately with no use of the Dragon Blade, and Relapse Steel is off to a slaughterhouse as this one gets underway.
It might have been a little bit of a miscommunication on the side of Fat Chop and on the entire side of Ungentleman Red. I mean, they might have thought that they might have had a few more picks. Rhino going to be able to get the pulse bomb on the Slumdog as we're speaking over here, but he ended up wasting that entire Dragon Blade to the man advantage. Nissi getting that final blow right there on Banana Bullets. He's been so accurate with those rockets, Elite.
It's off to a great start. He just brought out the Rocket Raj, was able to get a kill there onto Exile and Zenyatta. They still have the advantage. Grid brought out the self-destruct as well, a good zoning tool, but now the self-destruct is going to come out from OP Freeze. He's not able to get a kill with it, though. But Nisi still put down a bunch of damage. Octo and Slumdog and Space Turtle, 3 ultimates up for Relapse Steel. Let's see if they decide to bring them out, but Nisi is still flying around up above and absolutely doing work as this one continues on. Already 85% for Relapse Steel.
And I think this is part of the whole advantage thing that I'm talking about, both with the Mercy Lucio composition versus the Zenyatta Lucio composition. Not only is that a burst of AoE healing on the side, but it's a lot of bursts of lives, given that fact that she's popping in the Valkyrie to bring back Octo back into the fight immediately as the sound barrier gets stacked on top of that. That's both support ults used here in the center point.
They're all going to swarm in there on the point. They have to as we go into overtime. Fat Chop's going to bring out his ult. He's going to jump around. Exile's able to take out Grit, and now Bullywug will take out Octo, and Fat Chop is able to take out Slumdog. So UG Red is going to have the numbers advantage on their side. DC and Space Turtle is still alive, trying to hang this one out. Space Turtle actually falls off the edge, and there goes Nisi as well. So at 99%, UG Red is able to come back and take the point. We'll see if they're able to hold off Relapse Steel as this one continues on.
They had to use every single ult in the book just to do it. I mean, Bullywug committing fully to his Primal Rage just to keep himself alive, again with that healing advantage I was previously talking about. Nisi's going to have that Rocket Barrage from his Pharah online with Grid nearing very close to that self-destruct on his Diva. Going to be able to see if they're going to create a whole bunch of space here.
He has it, and Grit's going to get knocked out of his mech. Nisi's going to bring out the Rocket Barrage. He's actually going to get booped by Banana Bolts. Now as we fight in here, OP Freeze does have the self-destruct ready. Let's see when he decides to bring it out because he is down in numbers. He's going to bring it out right now. Let's see if he can get anything with it. Not going to be able to, but he'll jump back into his mech. The Relapse Steel still with the numbers advantage as it continues on in here in the point. OP Freeze still in there, but he's taken down very low, and he's going to get knocked out of his mech yet again. Slumdog is going to be able to focus him back down, but now more UG Red is going to jump in, and they're just going to do what they can to try to keep this one in overtime.
That was the pick of the lifetime that they needed. Rhino fully committing to that Diva mech. As long as Spectre Turtle was able to keep his team answering to Exile's Transcendence, going back and forth, Rhino's getting these very fast. We're going to see if Fat Chop fully commits to this hold here with the Dragon Blade on the ready.
He has it. Let's see if he's ready to bring it out. They do still have the point, and they're chasing Relapse Steel off of it. Fat Chop is going to dive in and try to continue to zone them out. He's trying to focus down Fusioneer. Not able to get the kill, and he's actually going to get taken out way over there on their side of the map, but doing a good job of zoning. 75% for UG Red. Let's see what Relapse Steel can do here at the end. Here comes the self-destruct.
They don't have the mercy, as you see across the kill feed of your screen. They are unable to bring everybody back. Octo's going to be able to go in there freely to kill as many as he pleases, knowing Exile doesn't have the Transcendence, and it's all red across the kill feed. Fat Chop is going to be able to try to come in here and see if he can pick up a few. Rhino getting one respectively on the Lucio, but with Slumdog pulling out the Primal Rage, this is going to be an easy flip coming back.
This may be it. They're going to come in there. The sound barrier is going to come out. The overtime wick will burn down, and Relapse Steel will take round one.
I don't know, pulling up a replay here on Octo's Blade here. What's going to fully commit this final capture for them?
So it was right here at the end. It was right there at the end. It was Relapse Steel's chance to jump in there and be able to take this one to an end. He did a great job of locking it up there for Relapse Steel. So as we jump into the next round here, while we look at this pause, tell me what you think UG Red is going to have to do to be able to secure this round and take it to a third.
I don't want to sound like a broken record here, Elite, but I think it's a very big healer problem. I mean, they either need to figure out a way to pull either an Ana into this composition, maybe pull out a Reinhardt, as we do see OP Freeze swapping over to the Zarya. Maybe they might be able to slow it up a little bit, pulling off maybe even to a Moira. A triple tank composition might be able to feed across for Nissi as well, but they don't really have much contestment over the aerial space and healing composition that Relapse Steel is offering across to UG Red.
Nisi was an absolute force there in that first round. He was off to a great start, had his ultimate first, and he did a great job of taking out UG Red, had a lot of direct rockets. What do you think UG Red will have to do to contain Nisi here in this next round?
Like I said previously, I mean, with OP Free swapping over to Zarya, he knows that Nisi is getting a little bit too much splash damage, that AoE damage I was talking about previously on Gardens. It's going to be a little bit less prevalent on Control Center here on Lijiang Tower, as we know it's a little bit less aerial coverage, I guess you could possibly say. A little bit less area to hide as you're flying about as fair. You almost have to be close to the ground. That if they slow this up, maybe even pick up a Diva, like I said, in the triple tank composition, maybe throw in a Soldier to the Lucio and Zenyatta, they might be able to cover some holes there into the healing department. Both be able to hunker down and focus down Nisi. They can pretty much systematically cover everybody else from there. As long as Octo doesn't slay apart the backline with Slumdog.
Yeah, we will see what they're able to bring out. Octo has gotten back into the game. Should be able to get this one underway. We're going to get out of the pause right here. The teams are going to have some time to pick their heroes and get their compositions put together. Octo's actually going to roll with the McCree as this one gets underway. They're still swapping their heroes. Do you think that this lineup right here is what they're going to roll with for Relapse?
Well, there we go. See, there's the triple tank composition I was talking about. It's very popular these days on Control Center for most teams. They're going to end up having a lot of space damage with Nisi, especially on that Zarya. But both teams only pulling out almost the same exact team composition, but Fat Chop's going to pull out the Hanzo. We're going to see that be a nice combo with OP Freeze Graviton Surge as both teams pulling up here into the white fire room.
They did bring out the triple tank, just like you said, and Nisi will fall on Zarya, though, so UG Red will have a small numbers advantage as this one gets underway. Let's see if they can use this to be able to take the point. They gave up the point first, but now Slumdog would get a good charge there and lock a kill onto Fat Chop, and now with him dead, and now he's just going to come in there. He already has the Earth Shatter, he's going to bring it out. He's going to come in, but he's going to get pulled. Exile is able to res Fat Chop back up, and now he will go down as well, and Rhino will fall. Now they're just going to chase UG Red out as Relapse Steel is off to another hot start in round 2.
And Slumdog coming out huge with that charge. I mean, he got a big Flame Strike. He got a big charge. Fat Chop's going to be able to kill Octo in the end here with the Dragon, but going to be right back, though, with Fujineer bringing him back to life with the Resurrect. This is insane how much space you can create with the triple tank composition. I mean, with Nisi bubbling Slumdog like that, and Grid hooking in people left and right, Reinhardt can get off so much area damage and conserve so much of his shield.
Few ultimates up here for UG Red. Let's see if they take this as a chance to engage, but the whole hog is going to come out from Grit, and he'll use this as a chance to continue to push them back. Already almost 50% up for Relapse Steel. There comes the Sound Bearer out from Banana Bolts, and they're going to try to engage, but a great Earth Shatter from Slumdog as well as the Graviton Surge, and the fight's going to continue on. Slumdog's actually going to get taken now. The rest of his team should be able to lock this up. A good Valkyrie from Exile will bring Fat Chop back into the fight. But as this one continues on, there's a lot of action going down. Neither team gaining a big advantage, but neither of them needs to gain a big advantage in this fight because the number will continue to tick up for Relapse Steel as this one continues on, already 70% of the way.
A really scary factor is Relapse Steel might have taken a little bit longer than they might have needed to fall back to the point. Yeah, they have a 75% advantage now, but with Fat Chop just having the scatter arrows on the tanks now, they're going to be able to fully take this back. They need to start working onto that combo with OP Freeze and Fat Chop with the Dragon Strike and Graviton Surge, but he'll probably be able to get another one in recent memory. He's been able to get one pretty quickly in the past couple seconds here. Wow, what a shot on
two already. Well. 2 already for Slumdog, and despite a great start to that fight with the Earth Shatter and the Graviton Surge, UG Red is able to push back and take the point. Now they're doing their best to zone off Relapse Steel as this one continues on. Deadeye up for Octo, and the Graviton Surge is going to come out from OP Freeze. They're going to use this as their chance to engage, and UG Red is going to slaughter this fight. Bullywug will run in and try to focus down Fusioneer as he flies away, and Grid is going to be forced all the way back to spawn, and Fusioneer will get taken out trying to make it back into spawn, but that's still going to be a 5-kill. Double kill there for Octo, and now they should use this as their chance to push back in. It looked like a loss there for Relapse Steel, but boy, did they turn that one around.
And one of the scarier parts, too, is that Bullywug died with the Earth Shatter in his pocket. Exile with the Mercy Valkyrie ultimate in his pocket as well. Nisi's going to have this Graviton Surge. They're already up to 90% as well. They have a full whole hog combo along with this Graviton Surge. Is there anybody there to get any damage on it? I think it's more of a zoning ultimate than it is anything. It's a huge light show coming across here with a couple ultimates coming across the board of everybody.
The Earth Shatter will come out from Slumdog, and this is going to be UG Red's last chance to jump in here. Rhino's going to come in. He's going to come in with the whole hog, but then he will get taken out. Octo is going to get 3 kills there, and the overtime wick is going to burn down. Nothing UG can do, and Relapse Steel will take this 2-0.
Octo pulling out the big boy flashbang there onto Bullywug, making sure that there was no Earth Shatters coming across the board. He wanted to make sure that he got fully punished for staying in line of his Deadeye from the last fight previously, as we move on to Night Market here on our last. Here comes that Deadeye across the board for Octo as well.
We're going to jump here right there. Looked like Relapse Steel was off to a tough start in that fight, but a great Deadeye there from Octo was able to turn it around. And that was the beginning of the end for UG Red as Relapse Steel pushed right back in and took the point for themselves.
They're fully committed to the Swarm composition along with the Reaper. They're going to have 3 shotguns on the field if you include Roadhog's primary and alternate fire as well. With Nisi staying on that Zarya, he felt pretty comfortable, it would seem. But Ophifreeze is going to feel very uncomfortable now on that D.Va selection as they go into full dive with the Pharmacy.
Fat Chop has switched over to Pharah, so we'll see how that comes out. They're down 2-0. So let's see what they're going to do as they push in here. They're all going to swarm in on the point. Both the last rounds, Relapse Steel was able to take the point first. Let's see if that one can change up. A couple players going down for Relapse Steel. UG Red with the numbers advantage, and they may use this. There's their chance to engage, but now the tides are going to turn quick, but Rhino's going to get 2 kills. But it's not going to be enough. Again, Relapse Steel will be the first ones to take the point. Grit's going to go right into a kill there.
Even with Moira, the main burst healer, falling early on the team, there's just too much meat to deal with on this point, if you will. I mean, with Zarya's bubbles and Reinhardt's shield and Roadhogginess, it's just too much to deal with on the team composition unless Fat Chop is truly just landing every single direct rocket in his clip.
He is not at the moment. Slumdog already with the Earth Shatter up. Fat Chop does have the Rocket Barrage, and he's going to bring it out. Not able to get a kill with it. He's actually going to get taken out. A great Earth Shatter from Slumdog is going to start this fight, and a triple kill for Slumdog. And this one's going to continue on, and wow, Slumdog started off with a great Earth Shatter, and that fight went every good way it would. It went every good way that it could for Relapse Steel.
Here comes a nice replay. That Shatter was fat. It was huge. And one of the greater things that was going on in that backline, you never really saw the Reinhardt fall below 100 HP. Moira's Coalescence, as long as everybody's staying grouped together, you cannot really die, along as that Biotic Orb with her as well. It's insane.
Slumdog is on an absolute tear right now, and Relapse Steel is giving them absolutely no room to breathe. Octa will get taken out by the Pulse Bomb. Slumdog will finally go down as well, but UG Red is forced to live back to their base. Let's see what they can do to try to come this back. 70% for Relapse Steel. It's going to be tough for UG Red.
They have to force themselves onto the point, even though Octo is able to capitalize on that. But the Graviton Surge is going to trap everybody at the main gate. Nisi falling in the midst of it all. Exile popping along with that Valkyrie are going to be able to see if they can get a full point contestation as the fight's going into the market area. But they're already up at 90%. That would be Relapse Void. They're going to have to get on the point pretty quickly as Slumdog again shatters them off point, keeping them even further.
Another hammer down. Rhino's going to get in here on the point. And now a couple players for UG Red are going to move in. They have to move in now. This is going to be their last chance. We're going to go into overtime. Fat Chop, he has the Rocket Barrage ready. He's going to need a good one here to try to give this game to his team. They're going to be able to take out Nisi, and they will be able to take the point, but it's going to be a long, hard journey to defend this while Relapse Steel is at 99%.
They have to be very patient. They have to be very meticulous. Fat Chop making sure that you have to keep at least one support every single team fight. But Slumdog, that might have been a little bit of an overcommitment because of the spawner's advantage now. If they can group up a little bit earlier, that would be UG Red around Banana Bolt's sound barrier. They might be able to hold this a little bit longer. But with Slumdog falling off, I mean, this is looking a little grim.
We'll go down there. Let's see if UG Red can hang on. The sound barrier is going to come out from Banana Bolts, and they're going to commit entirely to taking out Nisi. They're still going to push forward in this fight. They're going to focus down Slumdog and force them to back away. Slumdog will get taken out from the Pulse Bomb, And as this fight continues on, UG Red is off to a great start trying to hold the point. They're at 50%. Let's see if they can hold on as this continues.
And what's most important, too, is that they're being patient. Oh, Exile shaking away that hook. Very lucky. Holding the Valkyrie in his pocket. That's going to be another key item to maybe give them another 40% charge here that they might force Relapse Steel into a uncomfortable position to contesting the point here.
Gonna try to rush in here and get this point. The whole hog is gonna come out from Grit. He's gonna be able to take out Rhino with it. That's a DPS down. Rhino's been playing well. Now let's see if they can come in here and go for this point. Fat Chop with the Rocket Barrage up. Let's see when he decides to bring it out. There he is. He's gonna take out Fusioneer with it. He will get taken out as well, but he is able to take out Fusioneer with it. Octo will come in with the Death Blossom, but then he's actually gonna fall down to his death. And the fight's gonna continue on up here in the point. Looks like UG Red is going to be coming out on top as this one continues on. They're going to take out Grit, and they're going to force Space Turtle out. And now they just need 10 more %. Let's see what Relapse Steel can do to get in here and try to force this one.
And with Exile popping along with that Valkyrie, he didn't have to use any reses in the midst of all that fight. That he was able to bring Fat Chop back in the middle of the fight. Banana bolts at the end of his Valkyrie as well, getting very close to his sound barrier as well, booping off Fusioneer, looking very flashy indeed. This is looking very, very strong here for UG Red to hold this last point on Night Market here for Lijiang Tower.
They do great. They knock Grit out of his mech, and they're able to get the kill. And now it's just Octo in here. Octo's the only one. He's trying to blink around and stay in here. Slumdog will come in as well, but he'll get taken out. The overtime wick is going to burn down, but he's just able to make it in the last second, but then he will get taken out, and no one's going to be able to make it in. And UG Red will take Game 3 to get on the scoreboard.
And with Exile falling before that last engagement there, I almost got a little scared. In fact, with not enough healing coming across the board, but the trickle was in effect. They were able to get a few more picks as they were coming across the main gate there on Night Market, and UG Red able, like you said, to get that final point to make sure it wasn't a full sweep from Relapse Steel on Lijiang Tower as we move over to our escort.
Are going to be moving over to escort. Relapse Steel was able to take it 2-1.
Both these teams weren't joking. I mean, they really wanted to take out full dive compositions upon each other, and they really slumdogged it out.
They did. Relapse Steel, they're able to take game 1. So we'll see what UG Red can do as we move over to escort. And it looks like Relapse Steel is going to pick Eichenwald.
It turns out we're moving over to Hybrid instead of it. It's okay. I mean, this is ScrimKnights.gg. I mean, we're just more or less practicing as many games as possible, many game variants, many team compositions as these two teams are preparing for Overwatch Open Division. Very exciting times, very exciting times.
So it is going to be the Hybrid. So we're going to move in to Eichenwald. It's going to be Relapse Steel on attack. What kind of team compositions, what kind of heroes do you like to see on Eichenwald for attack?
Well, if you're tuning into us here, and we'd like to thank you as Overwatch League is going on. If you saw previously on the San Francisco Shock and Philadelphia Fusion map, one of the more one of the more popular variants of team compositions to play across as you're trying to take this this assault type style as you try to unlock the payload to make it an escort map. Pharaohs are very prevalent. You really want to take a heavy dive composition as well if you can. Keep everybody alive with a high mobility as well, just to make sure that you can get through the choke nice and healthy, to get onto the point as quick as possible, to make sure that you can get into the enemy backline, all while trying to keep your own backline as healthy as possible. It's a very confusing situation with some of these hybrid maps are, but the answer is really speed, close range fights, and not getting caught in the choke. That's what it's really all about here.
Well, in 30 seconds, we are going to get underway. Looks like both teams are going to go with the standard 2-2-2 composition. And as we continue on in 20 seconds, we will see how Relapse Steel is able to get this one underway. Nisi's still going to roll with the Pharah. Played very well on Pharah in the first map. So we'll see if he can continue it here.
They're almost setting themselves up for success here as well. I mean, if Octo and Slumdog can get in there quickly, Nisi and Fusioneer, much like on Night Market and on Gardens especially, they were able to create so much backline pressure. And you're going to see on UG Red, they have no hit scan, no able pressure besides Scooty being able to get up there to deal with Farah.
Slumdog looks like he wants to jump right over and head in for the point. He's going to have the rest of his team with him. Relapse Steel is going to waste no time jumping onto the point. Slumdog will jump in here and go for an engage. They're going to try to zone them off while his team tries to cap the point, but a couple players are going to go down for Relapse Steel. And it looks like UG Red will have the numbers advantage. This one continues on. Let's see if they can use that. Still going to be going at it here in here, right up here on the point. Slumdog will get taken out, and that's a tank gone. Now with him dead, UG Red may be forced to back up. And it looks like in the first fight, Octo will get taken out as well. So in their first attempt to charge in here, UG Red will come out on top and be able to hold them back.
It's really scary to see how UG Red really plays around this Lucio as the main healer. They might be preparing for a nerf or two coming in for a certain hero, but gathering around, giving him a sound barrier earlier on gives them a huge advantage. But what gives them a disadvantage is trying to protect this first capital point without a resurrection. It's such a long walk as we see the sound barrier come in. Are they going to be able to catch any kills along with it?
Sound barrier will come in. Nisi has the rocket barrage as well, and Rhino's going to get taken out. And no mercy, so he's not coming back. The rocket barrage is going to come out. He's going to take out 3, going for 4. Exile's going to live, but he will take him out with a rocket. And that's going to make a current 5-for-0. Bullywug's the only one still here, and there he goes. A 6-for-0 for Relapse Steel as they completely wipe out UG Red, and they're going to take this point and get this payload moving.
And we're going to end up seeing a replay of Nisi's enormous Farah barrage coming in there, picking up 3, and then the final rocket on the Exile at the end of it all. And this is part of the problem that I was touching up on. I mean, no matter amount the certain amount of healing that UG Red wants to run on their team composition, they still don't have a hit scan or a direct counter to try to get Nisi's airspace up out of there. They're just going to have free reign almost the entire time.
Octo and Nisi both on fire, and Relapse Steel is off to a good start here. They get this payload moving. Actually, now a few players are going to fall. UG Red's going to try to get back into this. The self-destruct's going to come out, not able to get a kill. It's a good zoning tool as UG Red continues on trying to defend this payload. A couple players down for Relapse. Let's see if they're going to regroup. Octo will go down as well. Now they're going to try to focus down Fusioneer. Tries to fly over his team, but now UG Red is going to try to camp this spawn and not let Relapse Steel get a chance to get to the payload.
And this is one of the more popular play styles that we see teams do play here on Eichenwald. UG Red taking a huge thought into account is that they can make the Mercy's resurrection seamless and worthless by spawn camping them as much as possible. They'll gain the most value as you can see the time clock winding down. But a couple more kills and resurrections coming across for Relapse Steel. They might get just enough picks as you can see across the kill feed to get this payload fully unlocked. The doors open and we are on a roll. It seems maybe, yes. Here we are on our way to streets.
Octo brought out the Dragon Blade, was able to get a couple kills with it. Now they should be able to get this payload moving. UG Red will regroup, reset, and do their best to defend this. They're going to come. Bullywug's going to come in. Going to be forced to back away, though.
Yeah, Octo making sure that he's taking the correct duels. You don't really want to be fighting a Winston inside close spaces as a Genji. Not too many walls you can climb with a lot of exits inside there. You can see Nisi going to pull out another barrage. He's going to pull out 2, 3 immediately.
Wow. Scooty will get knocked out of his mech, and there he goes as well. Nisi with 2 great rocket barrages back-to-back, and with a lot of UG Red dead. They're going to get this moving. We're going to get a replay of this great rocket barrage. 2 great rocket barrages in a row for Nisi, and he is playing great here on Eichenwald. And Relapse Steel is getting this payload moving. He's going to bring out the sound barrier. Is Banana Bolts. This fight's going to get underway. Primal Rage will come out as well. Self-Destruct is going to be able to get 2 kills there for Grit, and that's going to turn the fight back over into Relapse Steel's favor. The Transcendence will come out and try to help where it can, but now Exile's going to be focused down by Grit. Grit will get that kill. Scooty's still here, but there he goes, and another wipe for Relapse Steel. They're going to be able to reach the first checkpoint here.
I'm not too sure if Slumdog jumped off or fell off, if he knew that the team fight was fully committed and won. As Rhino comes in here to make that last-ditch stop, now that Slumdog has that long walk all the way from far spawn all the way up here, if they can stop this, this will be huge. He's going to get the pulse bomb on the Octo. No, but Farah's going to get a couple more rockets at Nisi respectively. Still uncontested in the sky here. They're going to try their best to keep this as contested, but with Slumdog getting in there, swinging the big man's hammer, they're going to be able to unlock this giant door to go see the final point onto Eichenwald.
There is nothing that they can do right now. Relapse Steel is moving this along with almost no challenge at all. Nisi with another Rocket Barrage. We'll see how many kills he gets this time. And he has played great all round here. 2 Rocket Barrages coming through with a lot of kills. Was able to start out the fight. And now they're already a quarter of the way towards the final checkpoint. Let's see if they can take it all the way.
Both teams just trying to make sure that they're focused out. I don't know if this is because of their ultimates that they have as well. This isn't exactly the most popular heroes to be taking across here, but Fatshot's kind of pulled this across. We're going to see Nisi get immediately blown up.
Few players are going to fall for Relapse Steel. Fatshot with a good ult, but now some resurrection from Fusioneer is going to bring them back in. Nisi's back up, and he's going to get 2 kills. And now this one's turning back into Relapse Steel's favor. Bullywug will go down as well. Now Rhino's going to recall. He's going to come right back onto the point, though. He's very low. There he goes. A great direct rocket from Nisi. And they're going to keep moving this payload. And after they were able to take out Nisi, Fusioneer came in with a great resurrection. And that fight quickly went back into Relapse Steel's favor.
This was all the while I believe Fatshot was out back trying to kill as many people as he possibly could. He swaps over to McCree. The Transcendents, they're trying to bully their way back onto the point, it seems, with Nisi with another Pharaoh Barrage in his pocket. Come along with that Slumdog, and we're going to get a few. That's including a mech, and my goodness, this man is on a rampage.
Nisi has been on a roll all game long. He's been a force to be reckoned with, and he's not stopping yet. The sound barrier will come out from Banana Bolts and try to keep up this last stand as long as they can. He's still jumping around. There he goes. Now Rhino's in here. He actually switched over to Roadhog. They need some extra tank. Scooty will come in and try to defend. Bullywug's in here as well. But Nisi is still up top, throwing down a bunch of rockets. He's not Reinhardt. But Nisi will still be up here, and there's not much UG Red can do as long as Nisi's up here putting down a bunch of damage. Fatshot actually comes in and locks up Nisi, but a great resurrection from Fusioneer will bring him back in.
He is landing every single direct rocket. You can see Octo on your screen creating all the backline pressure, with Nisi creating all the frontline pressure. I just unsure that UG Red just knows what to do at this point. Where do they focus their attention to? I mean, you can see that there's so much space in the middle that McCree was able to walk through the entirety of all that chaos to flashbang Nisi in the sky. However, with that, with the Valkyrie coming through, it was just a clear-cut victory. I mean, all the support ultimates not being stacked on the side of Relapse Steel, they're able to patiently bulldoze their way through the final point here on Eichenwald. It was a very, very chaotic fight, but it almost seemed like it was a little steamrolly as soon as they were able to get out of the spawn camp trap that they were stuck in there.
It was. They lost the first fight when they first jumped over to go to the point. UG Red was able to come out on top, but after that, Relapse Steel just came in and had their way. Now, UG Red is going to have to take it all the way to tie this one up. What do you think they're going to have to do to be able to take it all the way and get all 3 points?
I think it's more of a course of where the damage is and where some peel might be needed. Again, this being open division, a scrim night for practice, I can see that UG Red is very much so trying to keep their heads strong towards the full dive composition with Exile, Banana Bolts on the Lucio and the Zenyatta, and with Rhino and Fatshot on the Tracer and Genji respectively. But at certain points, I mean, when your supports are just continuously getting bullied back and forth between backline pressure and fair direct rockets, McCree can only do so much. You really want to try to build your whole team composition around trying to protect your support so that way you can slowly work your way through the enemy team and make it into the final point together. But it's hard to say what they almost need to do. They more or less just need to work together a little bit better, I would say. As you can see, Exile going over to that Mercy. They're going to pull out a meta healer, if you will, along with Fatshot on that Pharah. We haven't seen that yet, so I'm pretty excited.
Well, this one's going to get underway. We'll see what UG Red is able to do. Fatshot is going to come out on Pharah. We'll see if he can have as much of a force as Nisi did. I believe that every player... Oh, well, there goes Fatshot as Octo is able to get that kill. I believe every player, he's going to get rezzed up, but I believe every player on Relapse Steel ended that last round on fire. So let's see if they can continue their defense as strong as their attack was. They're off to a good start. They're able to get some kills onto UG Red as this one gets underway, but now UG Red's going to come in and get a few kills there in return. Fat Chop's going to dive up above, and he's able to take out Slumdog. Now he'll switch his focus. He'll take out Grid as well, and UG Red off to a great start, and they're going to cap this one just as fast as Relapse Steel did.
And Fat Chop really threading the needle there, staying between life and death at 14 HP above that payload for so long. Exile putting in a decent amount of work back there to keep everybody alive. Gotta be careful there if you want to try to rest that. He'll get it off on the Fat Chop. Exile's gonna pay for it with his life.
Yes, Octo is going to take him out as well. Octo's off to a good start here in this round on defense. But UG Red still playing well. Wow, great stun. And to lock it up with a headshot there from Octo to finish off Rhino. Rhino got a little too brave there trying to take him on one-on-one.
As we can see on your screen right now, we can see just a whole bunch of team effort just trying to command that high ground. As we can see on the side of UG Red, just trying their best to keep this payload going through the opening door. Like I said earlier, it's very popular for these teams when the payload loses early to take 2 points, either get high ground or force them into using a whole bunch of ultimates to make the Mercy Resurrection feel almost useless.
Fat Chop has the Rocket Barrage ready, but he's going to get taken out by Octo, and Octo is playing great here on McCree as this one gets started. Pulse Bomb will come out, and Rhino will be able to take out Gritty. It just knocked him out of his mech, but a res from Fusioneer will bring Grid back. Rhino's going to continue to press on, though. Fusioneer's also going to bring back Octo as well. That's a key res. Octo has played great, but now Bullywug will jump in and try to take him out. Self-destruct is going to come out from Scooty. Won't be able to take anyone out, but here comes the Deadeye. Octo's going to get 2 kills with the Deadeye, and now that will be Relapse to steal. That will be their cue to engage. They're going to push in here, and Octo is going to take out Scooty. Slumdog will take out Bullywug, and Relapse Steel will completely shut down UG Red's attack there.
And Octo just on a mission over here. We can see this High Noon again just picking up both supports on the side of UG Red. Even with the Pharah dying early, Mercy really doesn't have many spaces to fly if they're not indoors away from a High Noon from Octo.
Great Deadeye there. He was falling off the roof as he put that one out from style points there, but now Octo is going to go down, and now with Octo down, let's see if they're able to jump in here and fight. With no Octo, it's a key player gone, a lot of damage. Fat Chop has the Rocket Barrage ready, and there we go. He's going to bring it out. He's going to put the focus on the Grit, though, and now Fat Chop will get taken out as Octo got the res, and Octo's going to jump back in here and continue to do what he does, and he has been a force all around here on defense for Relapse.
And answering the Transcendence along with the sound barrier. One can get cut through, one has a bursting tick of healing. Both teams waving out their strengths of healing, waving heavily in one favor, but the payload is at full hold here, dead in front of the castle.
Relapse Steel doing a good defense. Now they'll finally get this thing moving. Fat Chop is trying to chase down Fusioneer. He will get that kill, so Mercy's going to be dead. It's going to be a long walk back. Let's see how much they can move this payload. Grid is still here trying to defend where he can. He's going to get knocked out of his mech, though. There he goes. Now Fat Chop is going to continue to put down rockets as they try to push their way back. We'll see what Relapse Steel can do to continue to defend this.
Trying to be patient. They need to take a little bit more damage, it seems, because Exile is going to need that Valkyrie ultimate from Mercy to really push his team into it. You can see Octo just trying to push his way out of here, just trying to be a man, a cowboy on a mission, if you will. But with Scooty pulling off the kill on Suspect Turtle and Fusioneer dying early from Fat Chop, this might be a point push all the way early for UG Red.
UG Red off to a good start in this fight. Bullywug was able to knock off Octo with the Primal Rage. Now Fat Chop will be able to get 2 kills there. They're going to reach the second checkpoint as they jump in and try to contest. They came in a little too late, and UG Red was able to reach the second checkpoint. They're going to have 3 minutes to be able to take this one all the way.
All while only committing just one ultimate on the side of UG Red, that was. And you can see on the side of Relapse Steel, they really don't have that much to play with. Yeah, they have the Valkyrie to play with, but Nisi just swapped over to Zarya, so they're just bringing in that neat triple tank composition that we were talking about. Very popular, as if Fat Chop just gets hugged right out of the sky.
Grid is going to interrupt the Rocket Barrage, and now Octo's going to try to get the Deadeye, but it's a good zone, going to force them all the way back. Now UG Red will have to regroup and reset and set up for another fight. That fight was off to a good start. Fat Chop was in a great position for that Rocket Barrage, but a great hook from Grit completely negated the Rocket Barrage.
And everything I said just completely got nullified. Nisi already being up to 60% on that Zarya Graviton Surge. Grit pulling out the Pharaoh from the sky was one of the greatest things you could have ever asked for, especially with Slumdog in recent memory being 90% to that Earth Shatter. We've only known to see him do fat plays. I'm excited to see another one here on the last point of Eichenwald. 2 minutes left on the board.
2 minutes left. He's about to have it up, and the sound barrier will come out from Banana, and they're going to try to push in there. Slumdog has the Earth Shadow. Let's see when he decides to bring it out. There it is. And he was only able to hit Fat Chop with it. He's hit Rhino as well, but those are two very important targets. He's going to charge in. The self-destruct is going to get 2 kills for Scooty, but now 3 players will fall for UG Red. Fat Chop will get res back up. Rhino will as well. This fight will continue on. In here, in the point, Slumdog is trying to chase down Rhino. And as all this is going on, Exile with the Valkyrie able to fly around. UG Red doing good here, but Rhino will get taken out as Slumdog is able to pin him. Relapse Steel is jumping in there to try to defend it. It looks like they're going to be able to push UG Red back. They're going to have to regroup and reset yet again. 1:30 remaining for them to come in here and win a fight and push this payload.
Wow. And you can see on your the top part of your screen as well, Grit's going to have that whole hog. But Slumdog being at 91% again, this man is a madman on this angry German. He is protecting his castle very, very well.
He is a hammered down machine, and Grit is going to take out Scooty. And with Scooty dead, let's see if Relapse Steel decides to push in. They will not. They're going to let UG Red back up. He's going to come in for the res. It is Exile. He'll get it, and there's the Earth Shatter. It's going to hit 3 people, I believe. And now they're going to push in. Slumdog is going to come in there and swing around his hammer. A couple players going to go down. Exile's down as well, so that's a big support. But Slumdog will go down. But as all this is happening, Relapse Steel is still coming out on top in this fight, and UG Red is again being pushed back. And now with just 45 seconds, they're really going to have to regroup and go for broke here if they want to be able to take this one all the way to tie this up. They're already not going to have as much time as Relapse Steel.
They really have to do their best just to be patient here and not give away too many ultimates, as Fusioneer was able to hold that Valkyrie into his back pocket. But Nisi's going to have that Graviton Surge. He has the game-ending ultimate in his pocket here. We're going to be able to see he's going to be able to use it well. With the tire coming through from Fat Chop, he's going to be able to get anybody with it.
There we go. He's going to bring it out, but the Rip Tire is able to take out Nisi, and that's going to be a big pick. There goes Slumdog as well. 2 big tanks down for Relapse Steel, and now this could be UG Red's chance to push in. Bullywugget's going to come in there and zone them out while his team pushes the point. The Graviton Surge will come out from Scooty. Now a couple other players going to go down for both teams. Scooty will fall as well. A couple more players are down for UG Red, and Relapse Steel is going to push in and go for the end here. Grit will come out with the whole hog. He's going to come in. It's just Banana Bolts skating around on the point. There he goes. He's going to get hooked back in, and he will get taken out. But now someone is able to make it back on the point. It was Exile, I believe. And now he's gone as well. And an Earth Shatter is going to come out from Slumdog. They'll take out Bullywug. No one on the point. Rhino's still here, but there he goes as Akko's able to lock up that kill. They're not going to make it. Relapse Steel will take Eichenwald.
Slumdog is one of the flashiest Reinhardts I've seen. I mean, he is very meticulous on when he just hits every single flame strike, when he hits the swings properly through the shields. This man just really knows how to charge across that Earth Shatter ultimate. We saw him able to get 3. A beautiful play of the game coming across from Nisi. This man just a very huge jack of all trades, covering that Graviton Surge ultimate from the Zarya and the Farah Barrage as well.
An incredible play of the game there. That was what set up Relapse Steel to be able to go in and take the payload. And after that, there was nothing that UG Red was able to do. They completely steamrolled all the way to the end, and then they did a great job of holding off UG Red on their attack, and Relapse Steel was able to pick up the win there.
We're going to get a sub in here. Team's going to end up picking a map choice out. Relapse Steel, the one pulling in Rem.
So Relapse Steel will see a sub. We're going to move on to our assault. It's going to be Gibraltar. This is UG Red's favorite map from the information that they gave us. So let's see if they can take their favorite map and be able to get on the board. They are down 2-0 in the games here. What kind of compositions do you like to see for this Gibraltar map? On attack.
As a streamer myself, I'm a flashy kind of guy. I like the flashy kind of plays, and this being the Overwatch Open Division Scrim Nights, possible is definitely not impossible here. I mean, if they pull out the double sniper composition as we saw in the Overwatch League tournament as well, It's very popular even on Gibraltar. You have a lot of high ground clearance, you have a lot of low ground clearance, and if you can put at least one tank with one healer on the payload just to slowly escort it while all the upper ground is cleared and forcing everybody into those small little choking areas that forces them into that ship part B of Watchpoint Gibraltar to flex point into a lot of different into a different composition. I'm a big fan of that, but the biggest part about Watchpoint Gibraltar is that the 3 different parts of this map is that it offers a lot of different team possibilities, a lot of different team compositions, and you have a lot of different open space on these first and third parts, and then you have a lot of closed and trapping spaces with only 1 or 2 different high ground parts in the second parts. But it's all very consistent, but also different at the same time, Elite.
Well, we're going to see what they're able to do here. It's going to be Relapse Steel on attack. Nisi's actually going to bring out the Genji. First time I've seen him run with this. So we'll see if it's as good as his Pharah, because if it is, we're going to be in for a treat. The clock is going to count down, and Relapse Steel will begin their attack. Let's see what they come out with. Looks like UG Red will set up for the high ground, kind of the standard defense here. Relapse Steel is going to run to the whole team and get boot back. We'll see what Relapse Steel can do as they get their attack underway.
See UG Red. Here's Rhino just hanging off in the back, just waiting for the right moment to strike on top of the enemy team.
Space Turtle will fall. It's a key support dead, but Bullywug is going to get taken out by Grit. He'll fall though. Slumdog going to jump in there, and there he goes. Scooty is able to get that kill. Scooty with a couple kills to start this one up. Exile is able to get the res, but then is taken out as well. But no matter him being taken out, UG Red off to a good start of holding off their defenses. We're just a minute in, but as this one gets underway, UG Red sets up a good defense. This is their favorite map, so we'll see if they're able to get a win here. Off to a good start with their defenses. Now, Relapse Steel will finally get this payload moving as they push in here. BC about to have the Dragon Blade up. We'll see if he brings it out.
Off to a good start in his head as we see Nisi just pulling out the Dragon Blade immediately. Not really getting any kills off to a good start here, but he will get a bunch of damage off. You can see a whole bunch of kills coming across the board for Relapse Steel here.
He's able to take out Banana Bolts. There goes Exile as well. Grit's going to bring out the whole hog. He's going to try to focus down Fat Chop. Fat Chop's forced to back away, but it's still going to be 4 kills for Relapse Steel. And they're going to be able to push this payload. And Nisi's able to get the kill there on a Fat Chop. But as this is happening, they're still going to be able to push the point, especially with Nisi getting the kill there. They should be able to reach this first checkpoint. Scooty will get hooked in, and that's going to help them defend. There comes the self-destruct. That's in a good spot. It actually wasn't able to get any kills. It was in a great spot. It was able to zone them out, but now the Primal Rage is going to come out from Bully. This fight's going to get underway. They're right here on the point. He's trying to focus down Rim. There he goes. Fat Chow was able to get that kill as he brings out the Dragon Blade. He'll take out Space Turtle as well. Now he'll focus down Nisi, and that's going to be 3, about to be 4 once they take out Grit. There he goes. 4 players dead. A 5-player kill streak for Fat Chop, and they were actually about to reach the checkpoint, but Grit actually hooked in Scooty.
Hey, we're going to have a nice replay coming in for Fat Chop. I mean, he really got all the dash resets in the known universe there. Able to get all the kills. I believe he dropped down to almost 30, maybe 50 HP almost at the beginning of that. But the supports, Exile and Banana Bolts, respectively, doing a very good job of keeping Fat Chop alive during that blade.
4 ultimates up, make it 5 now as Grit gets his, and it's going to be a big advantage for Relapse Steel as this one gets underway. Exile's going to come back in and resurrect both of them, though, so that's going to turn it back into a 6v6, but still a lot of ultimates up. BC has the Dragon Blade ready. Let's see when he decides to bring it out. Trying to focus down Exile, get on here into the back lines. And there he goes. He's going to bring it out. He'll dive in, and he wants to try to focus down Rhino, but he's going to get knocked back, and that will completely negate his Dragon Blade. Now they only have 1 minute to reach this first checkpoint.
As they slowly work across the spawner's advantage should work heavily in favor of UG Red, but it's almost just a scrap back and forth. Ultimates being used left and right. Picks coming across left and right, both from Rhino and Fusioneer, respectively. Everybody just really getting a whole bunch. The self-destruct from Scooty got a kill at EC. Bullywug killing Rem in the end as well, and this is not looking good.
Patchup actually got taken out in a one-on-one there with Space Turtle. Got soloed by Mercy. I'd be kind of upset that I saw that, but either way, he's going to get rezzed back up, and now there's only 10 seconds. Fusionaire actually switched over to the Widow, and we'll see what Relapse Steel can do. They're only going to have 7 seconds to jump in here, and their only ultimate is Rim's Sound Barrier, but that is a good ultimate. All the action is going to go down, and now we're going to go into overtime. They're right up here in the point. Let's see what they're able to do. Nisi will fall, so the numbers advantage will go over to UG Red. So a couple kills going to come out for both teams. Rim wasn't even able to use the Sound Barrier, so with that gone, that's a big ultimate down. And now a lot of kills are going to go for Relapse Steel. UG Red is coming out on top. They're going to try to focus down Grit. He's very low. He's going to bring out the self-destruct. It's in a good spot, but some good cover taken by all of UG Red. Now let's see if Nisi and Grit can hang on. Now Scooty will bring out his self-destruct. Not able to get a kill, though. And all this is happening, though. They're doing a good job of keeping overtime up, and Relapse Steel will be able to make it back. Bullywug is going to get a few kills there. And actually, now the only person in here is Slumdog, and he's in Primal Rage. Fusioneer's here as well. Now there's just these 2 players left alive. Exile will get the sub. Now it's only Slumdog. There he goes. The overtime wick will finally burn out. And they're not even able to reach the first checkpoint.
With Rem dying twice in a row, the second time being almost instantaneously, without being able to use the Sound Barrier ultimate that Lucio has, that it hurt, really. I mean, you have to you save that ultimate really for one thing, as we see a reset coming through. So this is a Scrim night. We want to be able to see how far these teams can actually get it, as these 2 teams really push each other to the limit. But as I was saying, with REM holding on to his to the Sound Barrier that Lucio has, when Fat Shot pulled out the Dragon Blade immediately, you could have been able to negate more than at least maybe 1.5 team deaths at that from happening if you were able to capitalize. He had at least maybe 3 or 4 people around him, but that's still good enough at least to keep yourself alive as well as Lucio. That's a lot of AoE healing just lost. They could have been able to maybe push that through, as we saw even Slumdog able to be very patient pulling out that Primal Rage last minute. But Fusioneer pulling out the snipes, man. Saw him on the Mercy and the main heals the past 2 maps. He was really pulling it out there.
Yes, and he is going to switch over to the Widow. He'll start it again in this round as Relapse Steel will get another shot here on attack. They weren't able to reach the first checkpoint. What do you think they're going to have to mix it up and do here to be able to take this one further?
I think they have the whole team composition set up for it. This team being very, very correspondent towards how much they like dive. Both these teams, in fact, this being Winston's Playground. And like you said, UG Red, this is one of their favorite maps. So if they're able to get the high ground clearance, they're able to get all of the able space for Rhino to get a couple easy headshot pickings. It should be an easy roll all the way.
5, 4,
We will see. Rhino is going to come out on the Widow. Fusioneer on his Widow as well. Rhino's going to jump right up to the top, but they're going to set up over there on the high ground. So Relapse Steel is on defense. UG Red will be attacking. They're going to get this payload moving. This is their favorite map, so we'll see what they're able to do. See if their attack is any better. Fusioneer's going to take out Fat Chop, though. He's going to get rezzed up, but there goes Rhino as Nisi is able to get that kill.
And Nisi being a jack of all trades, it seems, pulling up the McCree for this defense here. With the double hit scan and crossing all sight lines for UG Red, it's very dangerous to get a nice flashbang onto the Mercy.
Able to get that kill. Banana Bolts will go down as well. It's both supports dead. And this one will continue on. DC's going to get focused down. Well, they thought he was going to get focused down. Wow. Great shots there from Nisi. He's able to take out both of them. Relapse Steel off to a good start on their defense. Nisi was able to take out both Banana Bolts and Exile. 2 supports dead right as that fight got underway. Relapse Steel able to come out to a good defense here as UG Red starts their attack.
And Nisi already with that Deadeye as well. That's going to come into a huge advantage on this defense. Be able to see maybe if UG Red is going to be able to create a little bit more space, maybe pick out where that McCree is, or even if they know that he has that ultimate, just be able to see he got a lot of damage off. See if the self-destruct catches anybody, stuns everybody into an awkward corner as this fight starts out.
This fight will get underway. Fusioneer was taken out by Banana Bolts at the start of the fight. Now as this one continues on, Dive in, Fat Chop's able to take out Nisi. They're going to push in here. UG Red will get this payload moving. They should be able to reach the first checkpoint.
We're going to be able to see this deep fight come back in here from Fat Chop. Great mechanical skills. Just right on point, just holding that right in his pocket, knowing that Nisi had to be stopped with that Deadeye. As he pulls out the blade himself. Will he catch one after Bullywug? Has to dash back up to keep himself healthy.
He's going to get resurrected. He'll come back alive. UG Red will continue their attack as they're able to hit the first checkpoint. Nisi's going to dive in. He's going to try to focus Banana Bolts, but he's getting held up by Exile. Now, Relapse still will push back in, but he's going to get focused down by Bullywug as Bullywug jumps in. Nisi's forced to dash back out and get healed back up. They're going to continue the fight here. Rhino will get taken out by Nisi. Now he's going to dash in, working towards his ultimate at 80%. Bullywug with his ult up as well. This fight right here on the payload. There we go. He's going to bring it out. Little Nisi, he'll dive in, and he wants to focus down Banana Bolts. He'll get that kill. Focus towards Exile. Now Exile is able to get a good res as he runs away. Banana Bolts will come back into the fight. This will continue as a 6v6 right here on the payload. Ultimate comes out from Bullywug as he brings out the Primal Rage. Now a couple players are going to go down for Relapse Steal. The Self-Destruct's going to come out from Grit. Wasn't able to take anyone out. So this fight will continue. And UG Red is going to have the numbers advantage right up here on the payload. Slumdog gets taken out. Now it's just Grit right here. He's mechlisting on the point, and there he goes. And UG Red will come out on top in that fight, and they'll keep this payload moving.
And what Nisi really needed was to get the proper dash resets onto Exile as he was ulting. Both able to get everybody nice and resurrected as it may be. It was very close, if you saw on your screen as well. Very close indeed.
They are going to move on to the next point here. See how close they can get. Over 3/4 of the way, still 2 minutes. The Transcendence is going to come out from Banana Bolts, and let's see if they follow up. Looks like they do, and Bullywug's going to dive right into the back. He wants to take out Fusioneer, and he will be able to secure that kill. Exile's going to go for the Resurrection. He will get it. Nisi's guys has the Dragon Blade. He'll get a couple kills with it, so that'll give the big advantage to Relapse Steal. 3 players down for UG Red. Another one goes down as Nisi's able to lock up Fat Chop. Now Scooty gets knocked out of his mech, and he will go down as well. So Nisi with a great Dragon Blade there as that fight got underway was able to win that one for Relapse Steal on defense.
And this plays heavy in favor of Relapse Steal now that they have the spawners advantage in their favor. And it's very important. I mean, this game in particular has been the game of the Genjis. Fusioneer getting an early pickoff onto Banana Bullets, being used that resurrection early from Exile to bring them back into the fight as UG Red are trying to bring back themselves into the shipyard area here on Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Starting to work their ultimates up. 3 ultimates up for Relapse Steal, but Fusioneer is actually going to get taken out by Rhino there. Now, here comes the Self-Destruct. It's going to come out from Grit. He'll dive it in. He's going to be able to get a kill on Goody, but he'll go down as well, and they'll fight right up here on the point. It's a 5v5 at the moment. The Transcendence is out. Bullywug is going to be right up here. He's going to be able to bring out the Primal Rage. Rhino in here as well. Trying to switch over to Bullywug. Bullywug is going to focus down Space Turtle, but Space Turtle is able to take out Bullywug way back there in the back as he just came out of his Primal Rage. So Relapse Steal again should be able to hold them off. A lot of players are going to go down for UG Red, and again, Relapse Steal will come out on top right here as this payload is about to reach the next checkpoint. Only going to be 45 seconds for UG Red to reach the second checkpoint.
And if you saw on your screen too, Nisi has been a man on a mission. He has been in the back line, in the mid line, in his own back line, peeling for his back line. It's been impressive with the man's dash resets hanging out at 20 HP at least 50% of the time, having another Dragon Blade. Gonna answer to Fat Chops. He's gonna end up pulling Banana Bolts off early, but Fat Chop's gonna get a little bit more than just one support.
Fat Chop able to take out Fusioneer and Rim. He got 2 kills with his Dragon Blade to Nisi's 1. This fight will go on right here on the payload, but Fat Chop's going to get taken out. As this action continues right here, we're going to go into overtime. The Self-Destruct will come out. Not able to get a kill, though. Slumdog going to dive in. It's just Rhino in here on the point. There he goes. The overtime wick will begin to burn. Don't think anyone's going to make it in, and they will not. So as that one Guys, they continued on their attack. UG Red was able to take it farther, though.
So the win will evidently go over to UG Red. Just wanting to see how far they were able to get it through, but a solid hold. You don't really see too many teams, Elite. You don't really see too many teams being stopped there on second point, watch point Gibraltar. It's either first or last, in my humble opinion.
Yes, they were right there at the checkpoint with still about 2 minutes left. They weren't able to get it. Some great defense there from Relapse Steel. They were able to hold them off, and now we're going to be jumping on to our next match. It's going to be an assault game, so we'll see what they choose, but it's actually going to be a quick 2 to 3 minute break for UG Red, Rhino has requested. So we'll be here for 2 to 3 minutes as we get set up for assault.
Man, these two teams just but another hybrid map as it may be. Over to Kings Row we go.
We are going to switch over to Kings Row.
More nuttiness to ensue, I can only imagine. I can only hope. Two teams really just pushing each other to the limit. Rem being brought back in as a healer. Fusioneer being pushed over to that hit scan role. He really only showed the Widowmaker, I think, that entire map there on Gibraltar. Really showcasing a decent amount on defense, but again, the land of the Genjis, it may be in this current meta. Who can really do more? Keep their healers alive while really killing the enemy. It's been a really enjoyable show with Fat Chop versus Nisi over here. Nisi being the jack of all trades that he is, both on the Pharah and Zarya, and now Genji, all respectively.
Seen a lot of Genji and a lot of Pharah, and UG Red was able to take that game 3, so they are going to be on the board. Relapse Steel will still be up 2-1. So we'll see if UG Red is able to take it here on Kings Row to make it 2-2. What kind of push do you like to see on attack in Kings Row? We can discuss what you like to see, and we'll see if those teams bring it out. If you were these teams, well, what would you like to see? What do you like to run for attack on Kings Row?
Well, seeing as both these two teams really favor the Lucio composition, I think that we might see some of my favorites. I've been playing this game since closed beta, so I remember way back in the day when it always used to be, especially in Season 1, where you would take two Winstons and Lucio, you would just speed boost everybody around and electrocute everything, and that kind of transcended all the way until we are now, where you can take a Moira and a Lucio, and you can take a triple tank composition, and then you can just bulldoze your way through. There's no sneaky shenanigans going through the upper movie theater anymore, or waiting for a pick at the choke, waiting for a decent hook. There's just solid speed and solid beef, baby, and that's one of my favorite compositions you get to see here on Kings Row. And you can take that entire composition along with the Roadhog all the way until last, because there's not too many things you have to worry about here through the secondary part, as you see our beautiful camera casting us through here on the second part, besides just some corridors here and there, maybe some mini packs here and there. Only really some solid flanks, but not a lot of high ground. So triple tank really works out here in on Kings Row all the way through.
We will see if either team does bring out the triple tank. You were dead on last time you brought that up. Back on Lijiang Tower, they brought out the triple tank right as you said it. So, and it is going to come out for UG Red on defense. We'll see if they do bring it out on attack. We'll see what Space Turtle goes with. We do see the triple tank. No, it looks like he's going to roll with a Mora. So they're going to roll with the 2-2-2 standard comp over there. They do bring out the Widow. But for UG Red, over on attack, they are going to go with the triple tank, as well as Fat Chop over on Hanzo.
Attackers incoming in 30
I think you
in 30 seconds.
UG Red's on attack or on defense here.
Oh, was I saying it wrong?
A little backwards. Sorry.
Oh. I mean, I thought I was on point there. So yes,
okay.
UG Red is going to bring out the triple tank.
But with the Mercy Lucio instead. So we're going to see how these two teams are going to be able to bulldoze their way through. It seems that Relapse Steel might be confused. Maybe they think it's Junkertown pulling out this strategy. But it might just be an early Sonic arrow from Nisi before he swaps over. No! They're going to go out here with a double sniper for that good old combo with the Graviton Surge Dragon Strike.
Fusioneer is going to take out Fat Chop, but he'll get rezzed up. Slumdog is going to waste no time trying to push in here. They want to push right in and go for this point. Let's head right in. He's going to come in to the left, and he's going to be able to take out Fat Chop. Nisi was able to lock up that kill, though. Slumdog is still going to push in here. 2 players down now. For UG Red, Relapse Steel will continue to push in. They have the numbers advantage, and Slumdog is doing a great job of zoning them out as they start to fill the point. Already 1 tick up, but now Bullywug, Slumdog is still pushing in here. Bullywug is going to get taken out. There goes Scooty as well, and they're going to completely zone them out. 2 ticks. About to be 3, and they will take this point already just as they get underway on their attack. Relapse Steel off to a great start.
And Hanzo just doing what Hanzo does best, is bulldozing his way through enemy tanks, giving Fusioneer the early and easy sight lines, not to make them forget about it all as he gets an early scatter arrow onto the Roadhog, but Roadhog's gonna be able to answer immediately back. That was a hell of a push right through that first point onto King's Row, as the payload will be unlocked, and we're onto a full escort type style. Everybody must group around Slumdog. He has the Earth Shatter on board here. We're going to be able to see probably a fat one as we have seen here in the past. I'm excited to see what it comes out to be.
Slumdog has played great every game on Reinhardt. Nisi has the ult as well. We'll see if they can combo this up. Earth Shatter is going to come out from Bullywug, though. So he's going to counter with his own. They're going to come in and push in. Slumdog's going to get res back up, though. The ultimate comes out from Space Turtle. There's Slumdog's Earth Shatter. He'll try to push in now. The Graviton Surge will come out from Scooty, though. Now they're both Bullywug and Slumdog are going to charge into each other, but Bullywug will go down in the end. And a few players going to go down for UG Red as Relapse Steel continues the escort of this payload. Already very close, very quickly on their way to the first checkpoint.
And they're going to be very close, 1% in fact. Grid's going to have that Graviton Surge unlocked, and they're going to pull it off pretty early. Nisi's going to fully commit with the Dragon Strike as well, killing Fat Chop with it. But it wasn't as many people inside that Graviton Surge. I can only imagine that Grid wanted. What happened in that last team fight there around the bookshop and the bar area was it's unfortunate. You know, Scooty wanted to answer while Slumdog was in his backline. He thought that his team would have been able to fully kill Reinhardt, but with that cleave damage being around 70 HP per swing, how many people he hits in that cleave, it's just too much damage to deal with. Even if you get a Graviton Surge, as a Zarya, even if you're at 80% energy, it's just not enough to kill everybody.
And Relapse Steel is on an absolute tear right now. Complete steamroll. Still 5 minutes, and they're already halfway from the second checkpoint towards the third. Slumdog and Grit have both done a great job of zoning out UG Red. They cannot even get in here to make an opportunity to get to the point. Slumdog already with the Earth Shatter up. They're going to have to put up a last stand, but it's going to be tough. The sound barrier will come out. Here we go. They're going to rush in. Slumdog has the Earth Shatter ready. He's going to go head-to-head with Bullywug way back here in the back. Just 2.7 meters left for them to go. They still got 430. There goes Bullywug. The Earth Shatter will come out. He'll take out Exile as well. Throw a Fire Strike out. And now it's just Banana Bolts and Scooty. And there's Slumdog going to swing his hammer around. And there they go. No one on the point. They're going to take this one all the way so quickly. 3 points for Relapse Steel.
What a crazy spectacle of a push there. It almost seemed like they didn't get stopped. And especially with that Hanzo just being a huge thorn in their side all the time. Nisi just being a fantastic flex DPS player. A jack of all trades, really. It's just kind of the star player that this team really needs. Just to be able to get, you know, Fusioneer on the top left bank to never really get bothered by Rhino, who took that early swap onto the Widowmaker to try to deal with them. But they never took the proper swaps to deal with any of this team composition. I mean, with all the meat that Group was able to give the bubbles to Slumdog to get as many Earth Shatters and as many cleave swings as possible, it was just too much, especially with Space Turtle keeping everybody nice and healthy.
So they're able to take it all the way. UG Red is going to be on attack now, and they're going to have their work cut out for them. 4:21 left for Relapse Steel. Let's see what comp UG Red brings out, because they're going to have their work cut out for them. So they try to take this one all the way. Bullywug looks like he'll still roll with the Winston. Rhino on the Tracer. He's played a lot of Tracer today. Let's see what Fat Chop's going to roll with. He's going to go with the Genji. He's had success on him. Nisi, Grit, and Slumdog, they're going to go for the triple take now as they're on the defense.
might be a solo support that we might see. I mean, I have seen some teams be practicing this in some scrims, but it hasn't been too favorable. Banana Bullets might be trying to get an early pickoff to give his team the early advantage, maybe force out an early resurrection, but soon to find out that they don't have one on the side of Relapse. But usually you're going to be up in the department of that, both on spawner's advantage and having the Mercy alone. But Banana Bullets will be showing us this fantastic Widowmaker. See if he's going to be able to get an early pickoff here on your screen.
Let's see, because they are going to go with the 3 DPS. Let's see what he can do. Scooty, Bullywug, both going to try to. They're going to push around on this right side. He's going to take out Fusioneer, and that will immediately make this a 6v5, and that's a big player dead. Rhino's going to get taken out, though, so that's going to turn it back into a 5v5. Banana Bolts is still going to hang out in the back and put down damage. But a great pick there from Banana Bolts as this one got underway. That was their cue to engage. Scooty's able to take out Rim. Bullywug is going to dive in here onto the point, try to zone them out. He'll dive onto the back lines. He wants Space Turtle, and he's still going to focus him down way back here in the back. Space Turtle tries to run away, but there's nowhere he can go. Bullywug will take him out. As they come back in here onto the point, it's only Grit. He's the lone man here, and he's forced to back away. They're going to push him out. Fusioneer's made his way back in. There's no one on the point, though. Rhino's going to get taken out by Fusioneer, though, right there on the point. And now, finally, UG Red's able to make their way back in. And try to go for the point. UG Red's just going to chase down Fusioneer. He has absolutely nowhere to go. They have 1 tick filled up. It's about to make it 2. They're going to come in, try to get a defense going, but the self-destruct's going to come out, not able to get a kill. They're filled up with 2 ticks, and they're walking right back into their deaths. UG Red will take the payload and get it moving.
By the time Grit was able to get that hook onto Banana Bullets, it was almost too little, too late. I mean, it's the same problem that UG Red ran into with their defense. You know, you let the Widowmaker get a little bit too many free shots, it's going to always end up like that. As you see Fat Chop just pulling out the Dragon Blade, ending up getting a lot more of a free push as the payload gets unlocked here. We're on a full escort map now, as the dive just continuously comes through on your screen, and the Fat Chop keeps going in. As all get out, Slumdog's going to try to answer to make this stop with the Earth Shatter, but he's just going to get pressured back onto this dive over and over again. They're going to have the walls into effect from Fusioneer, but I don't really think it matters in a department like this, Elite.
UG Red going for the same exact thing that Relapse Steel did. They're giving them no time at all, and Fat Chop is on fire right now. Him and Bullywug both are pretty much just single-handedly pushing them all the way back. Fat Chop will finally get taken out. Bullywug was taken out a minute ago. And now after a long push, they're finally able to jump in here and contest the point. There goes Nisi, though, and they'll get this payload moving again. But Fat Chop and Bullywug both playing great as UG Red gets their attack going.
That was a close one. They almost didn't turn around in time. Nisi was pretty quickly to get back there as he saw Fat Chop died, so he knew that he was able to get on there on the point. And it all paid off in the end as Slumdog was able to charge onto the point, stop it even further. However, Bullywug's already into the Primal Rage department. He's already able to get enough clearance and spacing. They're fully committed to try to stop this series. Nisi's able to pick up 2. Both the Widowmaker and the Mercy dying early, but Scooty's answering with the self-destruct.
He's going to get focused down. Bullywug will focus him down there on the back lines, and he'll get taken out. And they're going to be able to reach this second checkpoint. No one's going to be able to contend this. They're going to be able to hit it, and they're going to have quite a lot of time to be able to take this all the way and tie it up.
Man, it almost seemed like that they were able to stop that with Nisi getting fully commitful with his Dragon Blade there, picking up both the Mercy and the Widowmaker, but there was just too much blockadage on the payload itself just to keep it continuously going like that.
Gonna push in. They're gonna have 4 minutes to be able to take it all the way. It's quite a bit of time. Let's see if they can continue up the aggression like they have. As this one got underway, they are fans of dive compositions, as we've seen. Rhino's in the back lines, taken down very low. He's just going to recall out, though. They're still going to try to focus on Rhino very low. He'll be forced to back all the way away. He'll get some healing. Now the point will be contested. Earth Shatter will come out, but then Slumdog will get taken out immediately after. But now a couple players will go down for UG Red. The Resurrection will come back on the Slumdog there. Pulse Bomb not able to get any kills. As this fight continues on, Rhino will fall as Fusioneer is able to take him out over there on the left side. Good shot there. And a good defense from Relapse Steel to be able to push them out.
You're going to see both Genjis having the Dragon Blade unlocked. You're going to try to see Bullywug fully blocking Nisi out of the ability to do that. And with that's going to be the go-ahead factor. You're going to see Fat Chop try to pull out the blade, going to get one. Going to try to create more space as Bullywug's going to join him in the backline with that Primal Rage.
He was able to take out Fusioneer. Wasn't able to take out Exile. Exile was able to escape to safety, but they're doing a great job of zoning them out. And they're doing a great job of moving the payload as this one continues on. The self-destruct will come out, not able to get the kill though. The Transcendence from Banana Bolts just going to stand here on the point and keep them healed up. Scrim will bring out his Valkyrie as well. Bullywug will get taken down, and now Nisi will rush in. They'll try to use that as their chance to engage. The Pulse Bomb's going to come out, but Slumdog will live through it. Both teams going out of here, neither one really getting an upper hand as Relapse Steel tries to set up their last stand. Still have 230, so it's not quite their last stand, but they're doing a good job of defending, and it's going to be tough as they're going to be able to just jump right in and defend this as they're right here by their spawn. Let's see what UG Red can do. They still have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to continue this attack. We'll see what they're able to pull together.
One key factor to note here is that Nisi is literally on fire. He started that fight using his blade, and he's about to have another one at the beginning of this fight as well, being a man on a mission. Oh, what a hook on his Scooty as he was able to get dragged down into the underwhelms of King's Row.
Rhino goes down. Wow, a lot of players going to go down for UG Red, and they're forced to back away. DC has the Dragon Blade ready, but he won't even be able to bring it out. No reason for him to, because his team completely wiped out UG Red. They had no chance to even start a fight there following the great hook from Grit. And then he was able to take out Rhino as well. Now just 140 left. There was not even an attempt there from UG Red in that fight as they got completely taken out by Relapse Steel.
Here we go. Engineer has the sightlines. He's going to try to get out of dodge, away from the damage here. But Nisi's on the back part of a flank. Already going to pull out the trance. That's going to be a go-ahead right at the end of this. You expect to see Nisi on the Dragon Blade. Expect it to be huge. Answering Fat Chop's Dragon Blade. He's going to fall in the back. Maybe falling pressured. Oh, wow.
Nisi's able to take out Rhino. But now Nisi will take out Banana Bolts as well. Now it's currently a 3-for-3, so it's still a 3v3 at the moment. Grit will go, and now Fat Chop and Bullywug. Fat Chop's able to lock up the kill on the Space Turtle. Fat Chop and Bullywug both playing great. They have both played great this entire attack, and Relapse Steel has been pushed out. They need to get on the payload and move it, though. All this action is going down, and they're doing a good job of zoning. Finally, Rhino and Fat Chop will get back and move the payload. They only have a short 45 seconds. They're doing a great job of moving this one here. Grit's going to come in from the right side to try to come in here and get a defense. They'll come in here and push in. Bullywug's taken out, but he's going to get rezzed back up. The whole hog will come out. Rhino's going to get taken out. Exile actually wasn't able to get the res. There he goes. I heard him pop the Valkyrie. I thought he'd go in for the resurrection, but didn't get it. And now everyone on UG Red is just starting to fall. Relapse Steel's putting up a great defense. Only 20 seconds left for UG Red.
What I think might have happened there to poor Bullywug was when he was in his Primal Rage, he tried to get back. He got hooked back out by Grit, who was so close to the ledge that I think his body might have just fell off the edge there, which we have seen Mercy players in the past get unbenefited by that, as it just falls into the underwhelms, unable to get resurrected.
Nisi's going to bring out his Dragon Blade. He wants to focus Exile, but Exile's going to fly away to his team safely. Fat Chop will bring out his in return, but he's going to get taken out by Slumdog. Of course it was Slumdog. He's played incredible all match. I wouldn't expect anything less. Now he wants to focus down Banana Bolts as Banana Bolts tries to get away to safety. Bullywug will jump in here. He's right in here on the point. The self-destruct's going to come out from Scooty. Not able to get a kill, but he'll jump right back into his mech. So they still jump around in here on the point. They're doing their best to hold them off. But UG Red is starting to come out on top here. And there they go. They will be able to take it all the way.
Woo! And here I was worried that truly our Rem was going to be able to come through with that Valkyrie, and they were going to be able to get back on there. They had the people on there. It was an unfortunate C9 moment, but they were unable to actually get on there in time. As both teams just taking the benefit of playing the entire map all the way through, we'll go ahead and we'll chalk that up to a victory to Relapse Steel, as they had, what was it, a whopping 4 minutes, 21 seconds?
4:21 to UG Red 0. So
freaking nuts.
You know, we'll never know, but it's probably safe to say Relapse Steel probably would have been able to pull that one out.
Seems that
does look like that. UG. Yeah, it looks like Relapse Steel is going to end it, looks like.
Well, it is running pretty late here, as both teams might be rather tired. I mean, we know Open Division is right around the corner, and with all teams really practicing their butts off, we could go ahead and say that as it's been a very busy factor. Relapse Steel will go ahead and chalk up to the victory over Ungentleman Red, UG Red, as we've been calling them all night. Both teams just really being a jack of all trades. I mean, we've seen a lot of supports pop off. We've seen DPS pop offs, but one thing I'd really like to point out here, Elite, was Nisi. And Nisi really came across as a DPS to me that was going to be showing off a bunch of flashy Pharah play, it seemed. A bunch of Junkrat. But man, he came across with the Zarya and then the Genji, and he was all over the place, man.
Yeah, he had a lot of variety in his champions. He had the Pharah on Eichenwald, and we saw 2 incredible rocket barrages in a row to be able to set them up on their attack. Great play from Nisi as well as Slumdog all night long. Both those players played extremely well. Octo played very well on his McCree as Relapse Steel was on defense on Eichenwald, and Relapse Steel just played very well all throughout the night.
This is a huge expense of ultimate usage, of target callouts. Communication really just pushed to an extinct brink here tonight rather. But it was just amazing in my humble opinion. I mean, UG Red just making a really just forcing their hand to stay on that Lucio Zenyatta composition for a long time, winning a few maps and winning a lot of engagements at that fact, just off of pure communication alone. That's fantastic. That's fantastic to me.
That is going to
steal. No, please continue.
Oh, you go.
I was just going to say Relapse Steel was able to take it 3-1 as we saw the 4 matches. So UG Red was able to take the map there on Gibraltar. They said that was their favorite. That was the only one they were able to pull out.
It's unfortunate, but it was awesome nevertheless. I mean, you could tell they really knew the map all the way well, but both teams unable to see the final markings of Watchpoint Gibraltar fully unlocking Winston's homeland here on planet Earth.
Yep.
Yeah, overall a pretty good match. That's going to be it from us. If you're interested in joining one of these casts, either playing in it or casting it like we've been doing here, please check out our Discord in the below the video. I don't really know what that's called. But that's going to be it from us. I've been Benvigllow, and this has been Elite and Panda.
Woo! We made it.
You can tell I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. So, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
The Mercy, as you see across the kill feed of your screen, they are unable to bring everybody back. Octo's going to be able to go in there freely to kill as many as he pleases, knowing Exile doesn't have the Transcendence. Damage off. You can see a whole bunch of kills coming across the board for Relapse Steel here.
He's able to take out Banana Bolts. There goes Exile as well. Here on the point, trying to focus down Rem. There he goes. Fatshot was able to get that kill as he brings out the Dragon Blade. He'll take out Space Turtle as well. Now he'll focus down Nisi.
This fight starts out.
This fight will get underway. Fusioneer was taken out by Banana Bolts at the start of the fight. Now as this one continues on, dive in.
50% of the time, having another Dragon Blade. He's going to answer to Fat Shots. He's going to end up pulling Banana Bolts off early. Fat Shot's going to get a little bit more. There you go out here with the double sniper. For that good old combo with the Graviton Surge Dragon Strike.
Fusioneer is going to take out Fat Shot, but he'll get res, see what he can do. Scooty, Bullywug, both going to try. They're going to push around on this right side.